the tactics and tricks that they use to shoot from low range like Steph Curry and Logo Lillard. So let's get down and let's check this out because this is going to definitely help you shoot the basketball better. Make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below if you're looking to shoot the basketball further or more accurately. So the first thing that I really want to point out is, of course, how they have their arms. And this is massive. You want to have your elbow and your shoulder in line with the rim. That is a major portion of your aim. Next, you want to have at least half that basketball or a quarter of that basketball over top of that upper arm. That is going to allow you to get that ball off nice and straight. You want to, depending obviously on your arm orientation, is how you want to have that ball come off your fingertips. Now, you've got your pinky, your ring finger, middle finger, and of course, pointer finger and thumb. You want the ball to go generally for most people off your middle and pointer finger. Also, something that you're going to notice is a lot of really good shooters, Larry Bird, Steph Curry, as well as Damian Lillard, and even Klay Thompson, and many others, actually shoot with very little gap between their palm and the ball. In fact, many old school shooters would say that these guys
Let me just make my video
on the ball, even though no matter what, there's always a little bit of a gap. And then when they release, they have roughly a 45-degree angle and they have their elbow above their eyes. We can actually see it really well right here where the ball is sitting right on the palm of that hand.
Okay, what's up?
But that is something that is kind of interesting if you already shoot like that. Now, the reason why this is successful is it actually allows you to get more rotation on that ball so that when it hits that rim, it has a higher chance of just bouncing in. I've actually done a test myself. I've taken 100 free throws without a palm, and I actually had a 10% improvement of shooting with my palm on the ball. That's huge when it comes to free throw shooting. The issues that you will have is, of course, if you have your fingertips on the ball, you're going to be more in control of the ball versus not having your fingertips on the ball. And don't get me wrong, you still have your fingertips on the ball. They're just not on the ball as much. And the thing with Steph Curry, we can see right here, way up in the top corner, is even on these crazy passes, these kick-out passes, he's still able to make these shots. Why? Well, first off, he's going towards his left side, which allows his right side to be aligned much easier. Next is when he goes up for his shot, what's he doing? His shoulder and elbow are in line with the rim. That's really important, again, to be able to have that straight shot. We can see that right here, and when he releases, he has his elbow above his eyes. And right here, when we see Damian Lillard release the ball, we can actually see the degree that he comes off on, which is about 48 to 45-ish degrees. We also see this with Luka Doncic, getting his shoulder and elbow in line with the rim. And then when he does release, here he's trying to get a higher arc because, of course, he's got a defender. But if we're looking at the degrees still, that's still 30 degrees on that release, which means that he's going to have to jump much higher or get more lower back strength. Here we see that he's actually really utilizing his legs to get that shot up because he's got that defender on him very tightly, and he's able to make that shot as well. But the idea here, or the main point, is the elbow is above the eyes. That is huge. You want your elbow above the eyes to get that arc. Even Kevin Durant is able to get his shoulder and elbow in line. Now, he does have that ball farther back, closer towards the line of his body, but it's still able to go in. And then on a regular step back with Luka Doncic, if we put that degree back up, we can see that his release is around 42 degrees. So most shooters will shoot between 40 and 45 to 48 degrees on their elbows. So if you can get video of yourself and then look at the angle, you're going to be really successful. And Trae Young, once again, even though he's pushing more from his chest, he still releases high. So the issue with a lot of young players is they'll hear coaches and trainers say, well, Trae Young shoots from his chest, which he does. And they'll think that because Trae Young is such a great shooter, that it's okay for them to shoot from their chest. But I'm going to tell you right now, he doesn't. He actually brings that ball up the middle of his body and then he's able to release from actually in front of his head, and he still gets that high release with his elbow being above his eyes. You want a high release. I hope that this video helps you be able to shoot the basketball better. If it does, hit that like button, subscribe, make sure to go check out